What up?
What? We always come in about the same time saying that
Yeah.
crap. What's up, everybody? I think we got like 5 viewers right now.
Yeah, there's Mr. Green. How you doing, brother?
What's up, Tim?
I see you wearing the new shirt. I was gonna say real quick. Me and Melissa Fetty, I was with the 20 group this weekend, and she was like, "I love the Ginger Bro shirts. Come to our order like all the time." I was like, we got a new logo, and she's like, "What?" So I showed her, and I ended up ordering me and her both the shirts.
Yeah, I've talked to my buddy, and I've been looking for shirts, and he's going to start doing the iron on, or not iron on, but heat press, but it's a full screen print, whatever. It's not really screen print. It's full color, and I can order whatever sizes. So I'm gonna start doing that because I hate this shirt's comfortable. You wash it one time,
it's a belly shirt.
shrinks up
automatically. Mark.
So anyway,
what's going on, Mark? Jackie B. I hung out with him all weekend.
Woo! Made it
What's
in
up?
for a live show. What's up? What's up, Facebook user?
So yeah,
y'all, hey, go back to the description real quick. Click that link and just grant StreamYard permission to see your name. If not, we'll make fun of you.
Yeah. Me and Jack were hanging out this weekend. We was talking about Ginger Bros or something. He's like, I still love the fact that your face in that picture, I was there for that because that's when we was in Pittsburgh and at the cigar bar and stuff. So he's like, I think it's awesome. What's up, Mr. Vance?
What's up, Rondi?
Good to see you, brother. Another Facebook user. Hello. So how was your day?
Yeah, it was good. I finished up a hell car. Had another one. Nasty little crease. I thought I could glue pull. I charged the guy for glue pulling. Of course, I get it back there, put the light on it, and right in the center. I mean, it looks like it could. If I put a tab on there, I probably would have pulled paint. But so I ended up having to take glass out and all that to get to it.
We can see you, TJ. You're good, brother.
There you go. But yeah, it was good. What I liked about it was when the guy dropped it off, he said, "Hey, I got a busy day. Can you just hold this for me overnight?" Sure can.
Absolutely.
It gives me all day in case anything goes wrong with it.
Don't you love that?
But yep.
I always schedule my repairs for like double what I probably should, just to know that I got that extra time. I'm not rushing. I'm not freaking because and you never know how many people's gonna walk in the door and stuff while you're working on it. So you got to kind of set that time limit a lot.
It's very rare now that I schedule.
What's up, Derek? Yeah, you're good now, brother.
To where somebody can wait on the dent.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I know it's something, I can go pull the fender liner back, get right to it, or go right. I mean, something small that I know for sure I can get to. That's the only ones now. Anything else, no, drop it off.
Yeah.
And, it'll be done. I'll call you as soon as it gets done, or it'll be done by 5 o'clock.
Right.
And, I mean, it's worked great. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Plus I don't like people just sitting around and, having to deal with Ace the whole time. And
see, luckily we got the couch and the TV, and I got blinds too. So if I get done a little quicker than I think I should be, then I can hide behind the blind. So I had a doctor the other day though. He came by, he waited on or whatever, a little dim, but it was sharp. And I swear he must have been a proctologist because he was up my ass the whole repair. Like I'm literally pushing on it. Here he is, like right here. I'm like, bro, like I get it, you want to see, but can I breathe for a minute, please?
I let a guy, let's see, Friday.
Absolutely,
so,
Jack.
It was a 1937 Buick. A little 1-inch dent on the front fender. I don't know if you remember, I did a video, nice one. It was a 37 Ford V8 coupe, red, nasty. I mean, quarter panel in the back was just smashed. I did that whole repair for him. It's been about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And I think it was right before your meetup. And anyway, did it. Well, this is the same guy. And he came by for an estimate on it. He said, I totaled that other one. I said, what? He was going to Cruising the Coast, big car show in October down here along the whole coast, a week-long thing. He hydroplaned, hit the guardrail, slung into the other side of the road on the interstate. The only thing that saved him, because when he finally stopped, the lady T-boned him. He was hanging out the passenger door, holding on to his running board. And this older guy, it was his lap belt. The lap belt was the only thing that.
Oh my God.
So it was a nice car, the 37. Insurance gave him $65,000 for it. He
That's
turned
what I'm
around,
talking
bought this 39 Buick, which was beautiful, and for like 15 grand and pocketed the rest.
about.
I'm like,
I see Jeremy Nadeau's on here. I want to say hello, Jeremy. We miss you in the group, buddy. The Secret
What's
Society
up?
is missing you. Now he's beefing Tom up, I guess, for their Dental Olympics tag team. So gotta hype each other
Tom
up.
is here. Okay.
Yeah, and then
Is Tom one of the Facebook users?
probably.
I guess? Yeah.
Derek, I agree with you. I'm usually a 4 hours. Like that's usually like a standard, like 4 hours, but you could just leave it all day and pick it up this evening. Jack's talking about a Telluride. Yeah, he's got a freaking destroyed Telluride that he may. I mean, the money on that thing was unreal. I was like how much?
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah, peaceful on
The outside. Good grief. So anyway, let's get into the whole reason we're here.
Yeah, let's get our guy on. I'm excited about this one.
So we have Mr. Trace Terry, independent. I guess Paintless Dent Repair and Detail. But anyway, I've been following him for a while. I can't remember if I met him at your meetup or not a couple of years ago. But anyway, fantastic work. He also has gingers in his family.
Yeah, he does.
I got 2 in mine plus me. So anyway, love to have him on. So here he is. Y'all welcome, Mr. Trace Terry.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh,
Good.
We're gonna act like we didn't
wonderful.
talk, like 20 minutes before this. Like, oh man, where you been? So yeah, I met Trace at MTE. I think my first or second one. We said you were working with Jesse Hall at the Dent Man booth, and we talked for a little while and stuff. Figured out he's a Marine, and we always end up clicking and talking, telling stories and shit forever anyway. So
And living close to each other too. So
yeah, definitely, that's awesome. Not like we hang out all the time or nothing.
I do think we met over at Andy's place, Brandon.
I think
Whenever.
we did, or at some point there. I don't know. Where exactly are you? You're in Kentucky?
I'm in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay.
So the one area that has a factory for cars and it's Corvettes. So I don't get to work on any of that.
Yeah, I was about to say he's up there in the Corvette capital of the world.
Goodness.
Yeah. I got buddies over by the BMW plant and everybody gets to work over there. So
Right. What's up, Ray?
Ray who? Gonzalez?
That's what I'm betting.
Probably.
That's what we're going to assume anyway.
We'll just call him Ray. So
it's either him or my father-in-law. So we take
So give us a brief, synopsis of how you got started in this wonderful world we call PDR here.
I was into training pretty hard. So I trained a dent guy, and actually he was a sales guy for, Dent Wizard. And that's what he was trying to hire me as, was a sales guy to chase hailstorms and stuff like that. Because but I trained with the guy and I was like, I'm going to try something else. And he's like, hey, you should try this. And I went into the interview with the owners of the Southeast area for Dent Wizard. And they're like, yeah, you probably should just be a technician. I don't think you're going to be a sales guy at all. So,
what year was this?
01. Actually, It was in it was 01 was whenever I went into Dent Wizard. So
nice. I was about 2 years after you.
Yeah, it was good times. I was there for 10 years. So 2010 was when the end of it is when I was like, I'm going to get out of here. I was this close to getting my Rolex. So, but that's okay. I worked in Canada that year and I ended up getting me a really nice watch that I was like, I would have got my own.
Right.
That's funny because, I was talking to you earlier about my father-in-law. That's the reason he didn't make it 40 years is because make it to 40. He said, all I get's a damn gold watch. I'm tired of this crap. I'll buy me a gold watch.
Well, it was the ugly Rolexes too. And then that year I still was working with the same guys because I was just an independent dent guy. And that was the year they had the cool Rolexes. I was like, oh my God. 4 more months I would have had it. Yeah. But They worked out. That was a good year in Canada. So
Now they get coins. We call them the exit coin because usually when somebody gets one, they roll out on them.
Hey, I did the independent coin. I did the independent dent coins. I don't even know if I have one available. Yeah, I do. So
Nice.
I did these independent coins right here, and you got a bunch of CSI guys. So CSI was in it too. So I was with CSI for about 5 years after.
Okay.
Nice.
Mr. Evan on. Speaking of Dent Wizard, it's a
Yeah.
Dent Wizard take up there in Louisville.
Oh yeah, not far away at all. I'm friends with Evan. Yeah.
Okay, he's a good dude.
So,
Love him to death.
He does good work.
He does, and he's like I love watching him MTE. He's all in, like he's just excited and like a kid.
I'm going to be going this year. I haven't gone in a couple years, so I'll make it this year.
Better go ahead and book it though.
Yeah, I got 2 other guys. I got one guy that just came from New Zealand, and he's wanting to get on the Hill Trail around here. He moved to Utah, and then I got another buddy getting on the Hill Trail. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go with y'all. But it's hard to get anything done there. You know how it is. You end up talking to people the whole time. You can't even make it around the entire place. I just want to look at tools sometimes. Just walk through. You got to have one day to talk to everybody, one day to go look at tools. So
we got a Walker Terry on. I'm assuming that's a family.
Yeah, that's my brother. He's a good tech. He's been in he just came in a year after me, so he's been chasing hell the whole time.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. Well, what's up, Walker? Maybe we need to get him.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at.
Maybe the Terry family will be like the Jaeger
family.
We'll have tons of Terrys show up throughout all our shows.
Right.
So when you said when you left Dent Wizard, you went with who?
CSI.
I worked with CSI, so they pretty much. I had a visa, and it worked out. I could still go up to Canada. And it was a big job, and Dent Wizard said no, we don't want to go. And they already had a sales guy up there, and he's like, I need to quit and go on my own. So he went on his own, and he got a couple guys that still had visas. And we flew up there, and I worked there for 5 years, and then I realized just big companies isn't who you need to work for. You gotta work for yourself. So they let me do that one time. I never worked for myself. They let me go to an area for hail where I had days off. And I'm like, I'll just go to these body shops and see what's up. So I went in there and I was like, wow, this is way easier than I thought it was going to be to get these jobs. And I was like, okay, here's a cash deal here. I was like, damn, I just knocked the hell job out. And then I go work for the company the next day. And I'm like, shit. And those guys are like, yeah, you should go try it out. So I've literally 1 week off, and I started the next week walking the lots and never turned back. So.
Nice. Well, didn't Dent Wizard end up buying CSI too? Is that one of the? Didn't Dent Wizard purchase CSI? Is that the
I have. I'm out of all that loop. I've been doing this for so long. I am so far out of the loop. If you're not on Facebook and I'm not seeing you, that's about all I can handle. So
I fully understand.
Now, what year?
I'm still at shop now, so I work. I do my 5 days a week, and I got weekends off, but I'm here till late. So
right.
But what year did I start?
In the independent.
I don't know if it was independent. I started. I was a subcontractor for CSI, so I was independent 2010. Okay. So I could just leave whenever. When hell was over with, it was just I didn't have no contract with CSI, but they kept me so busy, I didn't have a reason to go to anyone. So I went to really good jobs. I definitely, some people did not like me at all because I went to a lot of good jobs for Dent Wizard and for CSI.
Nice.
So where
it happens?
So what made you choose independent? Because
actually, it was me and a couple other guys. Well, it was me and a couple other guys, and when we left, they kind of were talking about using that and independent of here, and then kind of having our own group and having, say, hey, we're in these areas all over the country, and kind of weed out who we don't want and who we want, and we can try to chase hell on our own and not have the big company. And it just stuck with me, and I kind of dug it. So when I found somebody to do my logo, I like my logo just independent. So cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
I do too.
I
I love
Appreciate
it.
it.
We couldn't get the
Especially
font
the-
to work, like to make the bigger, dent part on your promo banner. Man, is like I can't get this font. to make
It's
it.
all good. It's all. I'm swamped, bro. It's ridiculous. It's all good. I hear the. I mean, so far I'm doing okay on my Google. So I'm the first one that pops up. So.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Somebody needs some pictures. Somebody needs some teas.
I guess
Uh,
Alex, is that your sister or?
yeah, I'll get you a tease. That's my sister. Yeah.
Awesome.
You talking
That's
about
my
the
sister.
Dents, make PDR great again, or
Yeah.
or
Well,
you talking about? Yeah,
Dents keep PDR great. So
that's it. Yeah, that's
yeah.
I love it.
I love
And
it.
then I got I thought about doing different colors this year, but I mean I'm trying to do something different if I do a t-shirt. I got the new ones where I've actually got the American flag on the actual Kentucky, and then I got my logo in Warren County where I'm at. So
All right,
awesome.
so MTE, I need an extra large.
2X.
I'll take care. Well, I want a ginger bro. I need a ginger bro. Okay, I definitely need a
ginger bro.
I'm an XL. So, but okay. So my daughter and my wife's a redhead, and my son. Now I need to get them all. So I definitely will need 4 shirts. They definitely sponsor
we
some
need
shit.
to get some that say instead of ginger bros, we'll have ginger family shirts.
Yeah.
Hey, these kids are like, we didn't give you permission to use the hard R. That's how redhead these are. So they will tell you can't use a hard R like that.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. You want to tell everybody how old your kids are since we're talking about it?
Oh, my son, he just turned 20 on Monday, and my daughter, she's 17. So it's her last year of high school, and my son's his sophomore year in college. So
where is he going to college at again?
he's going to Tennessee Tech. So he's close to home where we can far enough away where we're good, but close enough if I need to go get him or he needs to come home, no problem.
Is that the campus on is it in East Nashville or West Nashville?
It's in Cookeville over there in Cookeville, Tennessee. So you just follow I-40.
Yeah.
And it's probably about an hour and a half from, maybe a little bit longer, hour 45 minutes from Nashville and 40.
Yeah, it's kind of between like Knoxville and Nashville, pretty much right in the middle.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Go through there all the time. My wife's from Kingsport, so we pass back and forth through there all
It's
the time.
like right before Falls Creek Falls. So if you've been to Falls Creek Falls, and if you come out here, you should try to go. That's a cool place.
Now, how far is that from y'all?
It's an hour and a half. He's an hour and a half away. It's no big deal.
It's a big golf.
Like if he needs to come home at night, he can come home at night. Be like, get your butt home. You'll be all right.
If he wants a home cooked meal, he can come home.
He can make that happen. It's like, how about
my daughter on the other hand? Nope.
How far is Paige from you?
Google says 7.5, but it takes about 8 hours.
My son can come home on the weekends if he wanted. And I know when he first got out there, he came home like every weekend. But it's not a big party school either. So it's one of those schools. I don't think it's much going on. When I hear about what's going on, it's like, really, that's it. But my son's also not wild like I was too. So we had bigger schools.
We got pictures, I don't know, couple weeks ago or whatever. My daughter's like Snapchatting us and stuff like that, and finally calls us, and they're at a bluff that you jump off of these cliffs into the water. Now, she didn't, but all the boys were, and some of the other girls were, and they gonna just hang out and watch sunset and doing all this. And I'm like, now where was this girl wasn't wild in high school.
No,
she's not.
I'm lucky.
That's still not wild. Yeah, she's not at the bar. She's out at a cliff hanging.
My kids love being at home. That's what's cool. So I'm lucky on that. I mean, we're Dent Guys. We can supply the fun house too.
Oh, absolutely.
So that is one of the things that you kind of, you got to do. They all came to my house. That was how high school was. All the boys came to my house. It was a little bit easier that way. I knew what was going on. Well, until I went to bed, and if you woke up my wife and I had to get up and go up there, you only wanted me to do that once. I'd go up there in my underwear, and they'd be like, "Okay, if you wake her up, I will come up here and I will hurt every one of y'all."
That's hilarious. Where's
That's
Flemingsburg, Kentucky?
That's when you keep like just a single
Flemingsburg, Kentucky. I'm not sure.
Me neither. I ain't heard of that one.
Flemingsburg. I have to look on that.
What's
Mr.
up,
Nichols.
Mr. Corey? You're late today.
Yeah, he's been late. He got hail now. He don't even care about us anymore.
Oh, he's a hail guy. Those hail guys.
He's got hail in
is.
Arkansas. He's down at his home. Got hit. It got hit, and then while they were working hail, it got hit again. So they've been.
I wouldn't even be able to do hail if it hits here. I gotta hire people to just come in. I'm scared. I'm scared of hail. If it hits here, the stress on me would be ridiculous.
I was telling John Deere that today. I was like, if we get a hailstorm, I'll probably just cry and go curl up in a ball in the corner.
Well, I mean, I know a bunch of good Dent guys, so at least I can put people in there that I can trust and know where. It's hard finding somebody in your area. I'm a Dent guy. I'm not a teacher. I can't teach you how to do this. I'm the guy that will hurt your feelings if you have feelings. And I know it. And by knowing it, I don't have to worry about it. But that's why nobody works for me. I'm fine with that. I try to set this place up like a hail spot. You all drop off in the morning. I have till the end of the day to get it done. As I get them done, I call people and be like, "Hey, you're good to go."
Right.
So,
yeah.
I worry about my speed. Sometimes it can really make people question it. I heard you talking about the guy standing over your back. Sometimes I'll be like, this cost extra, bro.
Right.
I mean, this
for the people paid.
People pay to actually learn how to do this. That's if they're just irritating me. Sometimes you got to be, but some people.
I don't let them in the back of the shop back here.
Well, I got a sign on my door says employees only, but if the gatekeeper's not here, they don't look at that. They just stroll.
Yeah. Oh no. If you're by yourself, it's all she wrote. That's the only negative. If my wife was out front, nobody would come back here. That would be key. She's the boss as it is. So I mean, ain't nothing I can do about it.
But even if they're always like, "Hey, can I go back there and watch you?" Sorry, I've got signs that say for insurance purposes.
Oh man, I've used that a couple times. I've used that a couple times when they came through here. But I just got AC, so I can do it. And I need to get a bell so when somebody comes to the door and I can actually have the door closed. I haven't done that. If I had a bell, then I could do it.
You can go to Harbor Freight and they make the little door alarms. It's just a speaker goes in your shop, and when they open the door, ding dong, something like that.
That's what I need. Okay, so Harbor Freight. The
tomorrow.
one that I got one that's right there by the door, and it was just mean to people where it was like, and it was so loud, and it was right by their ear. As soon as they walk in, they would jump. I need to get something a little bit better than that.
Yeah, my alarm is my dog, my German Shepherd, but I've had a couple people when my wife's not here, they just walk back there. I've got 2 stop signs.
It don't matter.
Little stop signs on my door. And next thing I know, they come out there, and I'm like, and I make a point to saying, they're like, "Oh, a dog." I'm like, that's one of the reasons it says do not come back here. This is employees only, and I march them right back into the office. I don't let them just come back there and hang out.
And Hudson, I'm kind of torn on that. That's why I don't run them off, because I do love educating. PDR is still unknown, so it is nice to kind of educate them while you're working on it too. So I don't mind it. I mind it when the dude's right here and I feel a little violated. That's what I mind. Like back.
I still have people that don't know that we can fix aluminum. I mean, I'm in an area where it's just
it's on a body line, so you can't fix it. It's like, what? Wait.
Land Rover's been aluminum the whole time I've been working on.
Right.
Ford's way late to the party. I mean, I can't stand those headliners. I'm like, I think you got dents in the roof. They got to go to the body shop.
I mean, the hoods on Tahoes and Chevy trucks have mixed back and forth before Ford.
Oh man,
all aluminum. So,
right.
Yeah,
it's nice being it helps you educate customers, but like I said, I just don't want you on top of me. Like, pull you up a chair, sit over here, and we'll talk all day. But just don't be right here. I can't handle it, especially on a sharp bend. It was hot. I'm sweating, and I'm like, dude, like, back up. It's already hot.
I tell people, I've been like, this could go a lot faster if I'm by myself.
There you go.
And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like that sometimes. Like when I was mobile and I go to somebody's house, hey, I'm at your house. Just don't be right up on me. I don't mind it.
I'm a prima donna now. What are you talking about? I don't do that
here,
shit.
This is my shop. Yeah. You gonna sit in the office or
especially when it's like summer and hot. Why would you want to be out there? I got air conditioner up here in the office. Man. Like, enjoy that.
And it's kind of a break room anyway. I'm going to get another shop next door as soon as my neighbors move. Their shop's almost finished, so I'm going to get next door and we're going to do the floors. I need to do what you're doing. I love your shop, but I'm so swamped and busy. I hadn't had time. I'll have to do it all in one weekend where I paint the floors. I'm going to do the floors painted, so I dig that a little bit more than
I hate everybody but you, Hudson. I love you, buddy.
Christopher, I'll give you one better. Christopher Allen said he sets them up in the lobby with Netflix. I got my YouTube channel. I made a playlist of like educational videos and stuff like that. I'll turn that thing on loop so they're getting education while they're sitting up here too. So
that's good.
I just put Peterson PDR on my YouTube in here for them.
I usually tell them this isn't a waiting room, so. Well, I luckily at this point I'm pretty booked up, so. The smaller jobs, I'm like, hey, everybody's going to drop off because I'm fitting you in with other people, or you got to go to the back of the line. If you need to be the first one, that's totally fine. You can be the first one of the day. I need you on this day. And when they see how far back I am, and I can say, I could move you a month ahead on this day, but it's with like 4 other guys that are like smaller jobs. And I'm preparing for no shows and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of that. I got like 4 or 5 cars from my dealers. I only have like 3 big dealers, and then I have all the small rock lots. So, and they just drop them off and leave. And whenever I can fit them in, I fit them in.
So, do you do more wholesale than retail, or what?
I used to think I did, but.
Is it kind of
my wholesale? It's shifting. It's definitely shifting. And like I said, I'm booked out till December 5th.
Yeah.
So, and that's all retail, and I'm only doing retail 3 days a week. But the 2 days a week, my 2 dealerships are keeping me pretty busy. One of my dealerships is slowing down, but they were from the beginning. I got a couple wholesalers that obviously are probably not wanting to get dents done because the prices are so high right now. Right. So most of my wholesalers have slowed down, but my big dealerships, they don't care. I'm cheaper than a body shop. Yeah. I do some caved in shit stuff. And then they have somebody that even if it's got missing paint, they got their paint guy, bumper guy. He does the rest. They can cut the body shop totally out, not on Carfax. That's the way they would probably, and they'll keep these out here for weeks on end. They don't care.
Right.
They would rather me do it and get it done that way. And I think it's mainly because of Carfax. If I couldn't do big, nasty stuff really quick, I wouldn't do it. I'm preparing for the recession. I'm going to go against the body shops, not Dent Guys.
Yeah.
So,
I hear you.
That's we've been kind of running, social media posts, stuff like that, trying to show people the comparative with us to body shops, like less invasive. You got freaking no Carfax and stuff like that. So and my body shop's like, no offense to them, but I want customers to understand, this is a better repair and stuff. So, and my body shops are so far booked out. They're like, I don't give a shit. Like, take all of it.
Mine are too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I lost you.
Okay. Sorry about that. Someone was trying to call in. So, I offer my body shops where they can, make something too, but they'd rather not even deal with the customer. They just send them right over to my shop and they're like, yeah, they're yours. And I'm like, perfect. I have ones that are close by and they'll be like, drive it over here, try to talk me into knocking it out now. Something small that was painted and they just, they know how fast it can be and they're not worried about it. So,
right.
But I don't know. I'm worried about a health job. Those percentages, hopefully mine lock in at what I have it locked in at. So
Yeah, got some good percentage.
I definitely hope it's so far, but I know what the offers are going to be because I chased
that's
hell.
ridiculous. Yeah.
And I told them all they're leaving town. I'm not. So
Exactly.
I'm not fixing. It's going to cost a lot more for me to fix what they messed up.
Yep.
So,
That's the best way to battle that. You can't battle their ways, like trying to get cheaper and then pay deductibles and all that. You got to just be like, hey, I'm the guy that's going to be here, and I'm the guy that's going to have to handle it. So make sure it's done first. The right way first time. So that's a great way to look at it.
They're awful. So.
They are. So hey, we're at the halfway point. So
dang, it's flown by.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I say halfway because we usually try to do like an hour, but anyway, let's get out of the PDR world and let's kind of move into who you are outside of the PDR world. I mean, we've already talked about your family a little bit, but
that's pretty much my life. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, literally, I don't have much else to do. I mean, whatever. She's the boss. My wife's the boss. Yeah. So
mine too.
How long have you been married? How long have y'all been?
We've been together for 20 years.
Awesome.
So we met when I went to dent school. So I met her the first Friday of 01.
Really?
So she pretty much went to dent school. She came to live with me for a year. Within the year, she was pregnant.
Hey, that's awesome, though. It's obviously worked out.
It's worked out. It didn't work the way we probably planned it, but it's definitely. I know a lot of people that you thought, oh man, they got a perfect marriage. Everything's going right. One problem goes wrong and they're ready to quit. So at least we started with problems, so we just worked on everything.
You're like, shit, it's all downhill from there.
You're like, shit.
We got the problem situation figured out.
Oh, we were good at that. I know I'm hard to live with too, so. I definitely don't say it's one-sided. I'm difficult. I could be that anal Marine side where you're like, just get off my ass. And that's the way I am. That's why I struggle with somebody working for me too. So
no, I get it.
My wife works for me, but she talks back and yells at me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yes, sir.
Well, she handles a lot of your social media posts and stuff.
All of it. All of it. I don't do any of that. She already has her own page of stuff. So,
because I noticed a while back, I think it's like, I don't even know word for word, but it'd be something like, if y'all seen my husband fix a dent in a car, this is what he's the best around. I'm like, I need to get Mandy to be like Tracy.
She is so good at every bit of that. I mean, when Amazon was doing all that stuff where they would send you stuff just to promote it on Instagram, they would send her stuff all the time. Just give her a list of stuff to just pick, and I mean, from Bluetooth headphones to all kinds of stuff until they stopped all that kind of jazz. But yeah, it was all she had to do was Instagram it, and if she gets a product and she puts it on Instagram, they end up tagging them, all that stuff. She's got a lot of followers, so it works out. Awesome. So it helps me out because I don't have to do all that. You two are good at it. I mean,
Amanda's doing mine now. She took it over for me just because I've been running back and forth and not really having time to buckle it down.
I don't have time. I'm a technician. I'm used to having I work for the big company, so I'm used to having somebody doing all my stuff for me.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah. I've been laxed with it. I need to get better at it again.
Amanda got the Canva premium package or whatever, and she's been blowing it up with that stuff now.
Oh man, you should see the one I fixed today. It'll be posted tomorrow. That thing was gnarly. It was an old 94 Camry too.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I didn't think it was going to be fixed. I was like, damn, I definitely undercharged because he was like, well, just get the best you can. I was like, okay, well, I'll do it for this price. And then I got working on it. I was like, God damn it, I'm working on this thing forever. And then I'm like, shit, it's perfect. I got to work this thing out a little bit better. I got to do it before and after and stuff. Oh, I actually was like, I'll always do the before afters because you never do the befores. And then
I'm terrible about it.
I did not think it was going to work out. And I was like, damn, that thing worked out. So it really just screwed me over because the guy was wanting me I didn't know how long it had been in there. It was an older car. And it came out pretty good.
Yeah, I used to do tons of before and afters. And ever since the little hailstorm hit and Andy come down and since he's left and Dude, it looks like I'll do nothing here because I have no before and after. Because I'm like,
You
Oh,
think about you
man.
had baseball season after that and everything else. Like you were,
I don't know how you're doing. Hell, that would be so hard, with your regular stuff going on.
well,
So,
like last year's big hailstorm, I didn't know what I was going to do when it hit, and so that's when I called Randy Hobson in, and of course, I had several guys. So I had one here. I had 4 guys at BMW. Learned how to really manage a storm. I didn't do regular work for several months because, and I explained, I did estimates and just told them when it slows down, I'll call you and we'll schedule it. The dent's not going anywhere. There's no paint damage. They wanted me to fix it anyway. It's not going anywhere. So once the hail started slowing up, then I start trickling that in. And which was good because then it kind of got us, through winter and everything else, and it never really slowed down until
it's awesome.
right before the hailstorm hit, like February, March this year was like my slow time, and I'm like, crap. And then the daggum hailstorm hits again. I'm like, this is rare, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I wish I was just doing hail. The hail was my thing. I mean, for 15 years, and now all I do is caved in BS.
I told John Yeager today, I was like, if we get a hailstorm, you're just running. I'll be like, all right, I'll see you later, bud. I'm going to U-Haul. Have fun.
I'm definitely. Yeager will be up here, and I got 2 guys. I have a couple guys that I ran with that I know I can literally not even have to show up. So
right, yeah. John, that's John Yeager for me. Like I can trust him with everything. Here's the keys to the shop. You just handle business. I'm going to U-Haul. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I got a couple guys that definitely, My brother's a really good dent tech too, so he's been chasing hail for 20 years. So
I think we may all know a guy or 2 like that. That
I love how we weren't supposed to talk about work, and we're dent guys. It just fucking it happens. Sorry about that.
No, it's good.
So
we can talk about your Marine Corps background.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was in infantry, but it was during the Clinton administration. I lived in 96 to 2000. And I did nothing but play war. So,
that's what I did back in the day.
That's pretty much it. It is what it is. I mean, a year later, I was a dent guy, and I wasn't going back. I mean, I was a dent guy when the 9/11 happened, and I was like, yeah, man, I hope they don't call me from back. I got a good life right now.
Right.
So, and then I heard I knew guys that were called back, and they didn't even, send them over. They were just placed to be on base. They weren't even going to ever go do anything. So if they were called back, they were never going overseas or nothing like that. Right. You were just going to work as a on-base property for the government.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't like being government property. I got sunburned. I got charged destruction of government property. So, my forehead got burnt so bad in Okinawa, Japan. I literally I couldn't wear a cover. I could do my job. They didn't give me another job, give me duty inside for a 24 hours, something. Instead, they were like, we're going to teach an example, just an example. So I was like, this is serious. You're really trying to promote me to want to stay in this, right? Oh, yeah. Sunburnt, you're going to, okay, gotcha. Destruction of government property. Yeah. Yeah. You want me to tell my kids to join this? Okay, right. This is exactly what I'm going to do.
I always tell everybody if I could go back and do it, I probably would have done Air Force or something. I feel like Air Force, you probably could have came out better.
I think I like being the Marine, but I would have joined the Air Wing for sure. Definitely would have been in that area to where you don't even have to get a haircut every friggin' Monday. Right. You can do what you want. I mean, you can act like an Air Force guy, but still have the cool uniform. So that's all that matters. So. I wasn't doing that. It was already bad enough. We're Department of the Navy. So,
yeah.
I mean, and those guys' first rank is a seaman. They're like, we're going to screw you.
Well, what about our corpsmen when we're PTing and PFTs? You see the corpsman drive by on the bed of a truck. It's like, what the heck?
Oh, man. You know what our corpsman did? Our corpsman took guys out on ship. When guys were on ship, when they med float, he was doing Prince Alberts to Marines because they couldn't have sex. So, he was giving guys Prince Alberts. I was like, y'all are crazy as hell. There ain't no way in hell. So
it sounds about right. Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. Kind of gross.
Yeah, a little bit.
Uh,
Oh Lord, I guess let's get back to Dent.
I mean, shit. No kidding. Yeah, no, when I got out, I kind of just I did my time and kind of was wanting to get out. Definitely, I love the fact that I'm a Marine, but I ain't gonna lie, nobody's happy about when you're a Marine doing duty, doing bull BS. When you're like that, are you serious? You're gonna really treat me like that? It's not a joke. But when you get out, you're like, yeah, it was awesome. Bullshit,
Yeah.
bullshit. Wherever you were wasn't where I was.
Right.
So
And I always tell everybody one of my pet peeves about it, like you and somebody be Lance Corporal, they get corporal and immediately turn into a jerk. Like you be friends and they turn into corporal and start being a jerk. Like, dude, come on, bro. Like
I hated it. It was all bull. I was like, nah, dude, whatever. And then we weren't any nicer. We had like my best friend is Nick Smith. He's another Dent guy, and he's out of Raleigh. And we were in the Marine Corps together, and he came in as a Lance Corporal right out of boot camp. So he hated life. We made it 10 times worse. He picked up rank, and it wasn't better for him. It was worse for him. So and I'm talking a year of hell. So
you're gonna learn today.
but yeah, hey, listen, he's definitely one of the closest guys I got. So
That's
definitely,
awesome.
and he's a real good Dent guy too. So.
Nice. That's crazy. I was both in the Marines together and ended up being Dent guys.
I tried to talk him into it long before he came into it. He's like, "No, I'm going to go to college." It's like, you dummy. We still talk about that. I was like, "How do you like going to college? You make that good decision." He's got a good life now, and I can give him a hard time. So
right.
He's done
his
his time.
Known about this, a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I say that I had just turned 21 when I got in, but I didn't have a work ethic or nothing. So you give me that much freedom with no work ethic at 21 years old, and all I want to do is like party. Yeah,
I was lucky. Somehow I got put in with a group of Hell Team guys, and all of them were 10 to 15-year Dent guys, and they were laughing when I got my first check that was like $3,000, and I was like, "This is awesome!" And they're like, "Ha, ha, ha, ha." And they're like, "Why don't you buy dinner tonight?" And I'm like, "Okay, no problem." And then at dinner, they discussed what they made, and they're like, and I was like, and I'm buying dinner. God damn it! But hey, those guys are like, if you want to spend it, you can spend it, but those guys just taught me. I was working 14 hours a day, 7 days a week on the road. So when I come in here, I stack so much stuff up that if there ain't nothing, there's cars out there waiting for me. So
that's awesome.
It's crazy bad.
So what when did you start doing the detailing part? Get a phone call again.
Got a phone call again.
Guys, that's my wife. And we got to sell a car. It's
okay. You need to go.
Yes. So
okay.
I hung up on her. So now I'm going to call her back.
Yeah, you better call make that call back.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on. We understand. Yeah. And anyway, tell her we said hey.
Hey, it'll be the Ginger Bros. It'll be all good.
Yeah, good luck selling that car, brother.
Thank you. See y'all.
All right,
bye.
We'll see you. Well, that was fun. Now Trace is good. Like, stuff comes up, so I get it.
Yeah, he said he needed to sell a car after this, so I
guess it happened sooner rather than later. Gotta sell it. Gotta go. I'll talk a little bit about it.
What do we do now?
I'll talk a little bit about, so I was out of town this weekend. That's why we didn't have a show last week. Went out with a 20 group, went to Phoenix, played golf with Dave Schlott and Gene Fetty and Jack Bucknell. It was hot, like miserably hot, but trucked through it. We played a little golf, had a little fun, and then had some meetings Friday. Saturday we went to Sedona. I'm talking, that place is amazing. Like I'm gonna take Amanda back, like just me and her go. I think Doug Hayes is in the 20 group. I think we're gonna try to work something out to where we can go together and hang out with the wives and stuff. So took a helicopter tour. That was pretty amazing. Like I don't think I could find any other beautiful place, more beautiful place to do a helicopter tour than that. Like it was just crazy. So of course me and Jack Bucknell was like, we just passed by one. It's like, you want to do it? He's like, yeah, all in. It's like, all right, let's do it. So ate so much good food. Yeah, God, I had a meatball. They had a meatball Ferris wheel at one of the places we ate at. Like, it was a Ferris wheel, and each one of them had a meatball in it.
You like pick it out or something?
Yeah, Ryan, you missed out, buddy. We missed you too. But it was constant. I'm still tired from that. Like, kind of still like late nights, early mornings, and then this week I just came back into, full smack. So let's go.
Yeah. The whole trip. So.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, Jack, I'll tell you. Ryan, I'll tell you. Hey, if y'all know any guys in that daggum group that ain't gonna do nothing, hey, get Gene to kick them out, because you got several people who want to get in there and take advantage of it. And so anyway, putting the bug in y'all's ear because I put it in Andy's.
All right.
No,
we'd love
like
to have you.
It's just
Yeah, they always. Melissa does a lot of planning on that, and I think she's the main one kind of doing the scheduling and planning, and they knock it out of the park. The Fetties are amazing people, and God, I love them to death. And every time I come back from that, I'm re-energized, except for right now because I still ain't really got to catch up on my rest, but I'm still like re-energized, business focused, and learned some great things. So, Ryan said it'd be great if you was in there.
Yeah. Yep. All I'm hearing is this.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
I remember how I got in. Like, Gene he was still doing PDR Marketing Minute, and he talked about doing something special and something coming up. So I'm immediately like, I think I'm driving and texting or emailing like, I don't know what it is, but I want in. And then we had that hailstorm, and he kind of told me what it costs and all that stuff, and I was like, I'm in. Like, let's get it. And it's freaking rushed my business so far compared to what it. Like, well, I don't think it'd be where I'm at right now without it. So, Ryan, he don't have that kind of pool yet. He's a Honda pool, but I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
Corey's in the young guns.
Yeah. I don't need to be in the young gun. I need to be
the old guns.
I need to be in the old gun.
I need to be in the 6-shooters from the Western Day.
Yeah.
But no.
No, it looks like it. That's a great group. Everything I've ever heard about it and stuff. It's man, there's so much information.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, and I've gotten tight with Jack through the 20 group and stuff, and that's what I tell everybody. I probably talk to Jack Buck now more than I do my wife, just because of Snapchat alone. Like, we were telling everybody in face, like, yeah, we talk like 8 times a day, just Snapchatting back and forth. So we always have a blast together.
Yeah, so Bruce said, can they teach old dogs new tricks?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they sure can.
How did I miss that? I just seen Ryan.
Because you just saw Jack's name.
That's it. That's my boy.
Jack,
everybody.
Jackie boy. I'm gonna click on him.
I actually got a Snapchat from him right now on my phone.
I love it.
Yeah. Noah's asking how 75 hard's been going for you.
It's actually been going great. I haven't struggled with it. Just because I changed the way that I thought about it and all that. So even if it is a struggle per se, any of the workouts or anything like that, I just in my head, because I had somebody ask me the other day, an old buddy who's been doing it, and he's in like the 30s or something days right now, but he asked what my goals were for it, and I kind of put what they were out there. But like I was telling an old buddy of mine, old Dent Guys, that came by this morning, Bobby and Mandy, I was like, one of the main goals is my son, who is a junior and has been working out and stuff with baseball, but it's never really, he's getting a little stronger, but he's never put forth the effort into it. And I've always been on him about it. You need to work out. You need to do this. I bought this whole little gym, last summer and stuff. And he may come by here, may do 1 or 2 bench press, sit on his phone for a while, and
I've seen it in
I'm
live
like,
action.
you realize it's not doing anything, but I'm constantly telling him, but I'm constantly getting fatter. So, yeah, I'm hoping, he sees the progress that I make just in 75 days of eating better, working out, reading, everything, drinking a lot of water, that it clicks in his head that, hey, my dad can do it and he can get a lot stronger. And, maybe I should put a little more effort into it. That's a secret, not really a secret, but, part of why I'm doing it. And
Right.
so anyway, hopefully it'll work out. But for me, I mean, getting up early, going for a walk, was getting up 5:45. Now I'm getting up 5:30. May end up pushing it back to 5, just because actually this morning it was 59 degrees outside.
Oh yeah, I know.
Luckily I put like a workout long sleeve hoodie thing on and started. I'm like, by the time I got back, my hands, they weren't like freezing cold or anything, but they were just real slow. So I'm like trying to take my shoes off. It's like my mind's telling my hands and my fingers to untie my shoes. And it's like they don't want to do it because they're colder than normal.
I hate cold weather for that fact alone. Yeah, Jackie, you leading by example, and that's cool as shit.
Well, Ryan said we need a PDR hunting group.
Y'all need a PDR hunting group. Y'all have fun with that.
So speaking of, that was a challenge right there. So this past weekend, I had to go to the hunting camp to bush hog and all that. Well, when I go up there, I want to drink beer, and then not having, my morning route that I walk, and I had my bands and stuff. I could do a workout in the afternoons inside if I needed to, and so I woke up 5:30 in the morning. I'd go walk the dirt road in between trees, taking down all the damn spider webs, everything else, and I just walked back and forth for that 45 minutes, and then I literally did not have to do a afternoon workout because I literally would walk for several hours with a chainsaw in my hand, cutting the limbs that are growing over the paths and stuff like that. And all that being above my head, bending over and picking up limbs and all that. It's not, with it, it's not, you don't have to do workouts. It's activity. It's something to be active and stuff, and to get your body active is all it is. So that, I'm like, that's my workout today.
We're talking about groups. I know. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the reading. I've been reading the book. Crap. What is it? My mind's gone. Never Split the Difference, which was one of the ones that Matt Moore had recommended to me a while back. And usually I'm doing audiobooks on everything. So I decided to read this one. I love it. Noah actually recommended another one. I've got it ready to go. But then I also started listening to the another one that Matt had recommended, and it is Start With Why. So, hey, if you own your own business, start getting these books and listening to them or reading them, because it'll help you big time.
Yeah, I need to. I read the E-Myth and kind of fell off after that. I ain't been reading anything else, and to get back to that in my morning stretches at the very least, because I fell off that wagon.
Building a Story Brand. I just finished that one. That's a great one. Yeah. So yeah, it's several good ones out there.
I was gonna say, speaking of Noah, be on the lookout. We're talking about groups and stuff. What? It's in the email.
Oh no, you can talk about the group.
Yeah. No, he's got a Facebook group coming out. Just be on the lookout for it, for the the den ops and stuff like that. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. I'm excited about that. And if you haven't read that email from den ops, read it, because there's some good stuff coming down the pipeline. And I think everybody knows I'm a pretty huge fan of den ops. So, and rightfully so. They've made me a good bit of money, and it's been awesome. So
hell yeah, it has. And I think it's going to be It's going to be DenOps Community or something like that. What it's going to be called, and it's going to be between towards the end of November, beginning of October,
Right.
when they kind of launch it. I think it'll be great because he's done. He is voiced a lot in the Paul Corden stuff,
Yes.
that page too, and I'm excited for it because it'll definitely help out a lot. And man, they're growing.
They are fast.
They're
At a
growing fast.
pace.
Yeah, and adding newer stuff and to it. So, yeah, I can't wait. We do have a sponsor coming up for October, but we're not saying who it is yet. But we do. I'm glad to have a sponsor again.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It'll be DenOps is going.
I was like, is that what you're staying with? Because you do this to me, and then you just pretty much like give it away.
I was just messing with you. No, but yeah, we're excited for all the stuff coming out with DenOps, and hey, congratulations to Noah because he just got married too.
Yeah, congratulations, brother. That's awesome.
I think they got married, went on honeymoon, and then went on vacation to get relaxed from the honeymoon. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what I see.
What's up, Andy?
What's up?
A tad late.
What's up, Andy? Andy got him a nice new trailer he's been enjoying for a while now.
I was going to say too, I got to hang out with Dave and Stacy String. Of course, Dave Shalot's there or Friday night at dinner, so that was cool. Dave's wild. Tim and Jack went to the cigar bar afterwards. I'm like, dude, I'm going to bed. And Jack's like out till 2:00 in the morning. He's like, I don't know how you do it.
He didn't bring a samurai sword, did he?
No,
God. I'll never forget the samurai sword of him. Hey, but speaking of David Schlott, happy birthday! I know he's not.
It's not his birthday. It's April 4th.
Is
Kevin Bird's special? Kevin Bird started that. I don't even know where.
No, Igor started.
Oh, okay.
Igor was the first one that did. And I'm like, is it? And I looked on Dave. I was like, well, it doesn't say it's his birthday. And then Kevin Bird goes on. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it's
not. I'm like,
he kept saying it's not my birthday, but thank you. That's what he So yeah, it's not his birthday. Man, I wished him happy birthday too. So
yeah,
we love him so much. We just gotta get that birthday in there for him.
It's kind of like Christmas in July. About every 6 months, just tell him happy birthday.
Right. But yeah, usually if it don't pop up in my little birthdays thing, then I go like look at their profile if I see somebody else and make sure, you know what I mean?
But I've noticed on some people, it won't ever say like it's their birthday the day that it is. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, sweet.
All right. Well, I guess that was an April Fool's joke.
A little early.
Yeah, we got to go to
Dave's birthday.
Hey, Corey, we're coming to Arkansas this weekend. We're actually staying at Mount Hebron or whatever. But
hey, Corey, I need my damn Jaegers back. Damn it, I'm drowning up here. I can't wait for them to come back. Like we put up
Jaegers.
Do what?
I was gonna say Jaegers are in the freezer.
Yeah, we put up a post about being in a pickle, kind of short staff right now and stuff. And Leah, Brendan's mom's like, I think the Jaegers are coming back soon. I was like, yeah, I think around October. Like I'm already checking, waiting on them. And so I told John, Dad, I was like, you need to come back like now. I need some help. Like, him and Brendan, I think I can put them both to work one way or another.
I'm sure you can.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
I'm sure you can.
I think Amanda it's a 45-minute real quick, and then I'll let you go.
No, you're good.
It's a 45-minute drive from Dixon to Nashville to my U-Haul or whatever. I think Amanda had like 6 calls within that time today. I'm like, what is going on? And it seems like everybody wants to come in on Wednesday when I'm always mobile. So I was like, whatever.
Hey, and just a quick plug again. Everybody out there, if you can come, Andy's having the Toy Drive Tech Meetup November 19th. At his place in Dixon. So you can go on your website, right?
Yeah, there's
is that where the
Facebook group's the best way to do it?
Facebook, that's what it. Yeah, if you can go to the Facebook group and stuff like, or Facebook, and say if you're coming or not, it's gonna be awesome.
6 and 15 minutes phone calls. Like, how does that happen? Yeah,
are y'all getting the calls where it's Google Ads call and you're like, hey, Dapper Dent Repair, and then they're like, hey, where are y'all located? Didn't you just look us up on
Yeah.
Google?
Oh, always.
I mean,
That's always. But yeah, the meetup. I think I talked to John Vidine. He's going to try to make it out. The Reaper might be here. I hope. I keep telling Jack, I'm twisting Jack's arm. He's like, it's hunting season. I was like, I don't care. I was like, the birds going to be here. The fetties are going to be here. Looks like Vidine may be coming. And Jack he's got the couch at the house. So it's like, yeah, you got to pay for a room, homeboy. Just come stay in there. So
y'all put a list up of where like close hotels or something like that. Didn't y'all put something like that?
Amanda's made a video compilation of all the weird calls we've gotten. She did too. It's hilarious.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I think Amanda, didn't you put a list up somewhere? That's all Amanda too. She's stressing out. She's like, we only got 20. It's RSVP. Like, we ain't gonna have nobody here. I was like, it's in November.
Man.
Well, Brandon's got a little piece of that couch too. He stayed on it.
I'll take one of the
y'all can split
part of it. I may bend around the curve a little bit.
Man, said we got it on the private event page. So
okay,
if you're interested in it, I guess I didn't think about being a private event page. Shoot me a message. I'll get you added to it. So,
well, I guess Ryan's not coming.
Yeah, he ain't. Ryan's a loser anymore. He goes to everything, but it's something I'm going to be at. Like he's all Rocket will cuddle with you with his yuck mouth. So yeah, I'm pumped. It's getting, like I said, man, it's getting a little nervous because we only got 20 RSVP so far, but
we're Dent Guys. You know,
that Dent Smart, we had like 60 something people, and I didn't know anybody then. You know what I mean?
So, I had Johnny Cinco text me yesterday. I hadn't talked to him in a while. He was asking if Matt Moore was going to have his meetup again. I said no. I said, but you were, and so he may try to make it out too.
Yeah, he should come on. It'd be, I don't know, he might be a little further for him than Matt's. I don't know how that distance works out for him.
Well, it's Montgomery, so not really. I mean, to me, to your house is not much further than Atlanta,
right?
And he's 2 hours, 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours north of me. So
yeah, maybe Carl will come out. He's close by, so I think we'll have a good turnout. Like, so we had 60 at the, at PDR, Dent Smart, and so I think we're going to be good.
Hey, guess who's getting married? Guess who's getting married?
Who?
Fred Delaney.
I seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I seen the post. Congratulations.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I think pretty soon too. I think.
Yeah, I think they kind of. Yeah, I mean, they've been together for a while. Yeah, right. So why not go ahead and rush the process on the wedding?
No, I love it. I saw it the other day or whatever. Texting me.
Yeah.
But, all right, we're over an hour, brother, and
we made it.
I got some reading to do and shower and get to bed.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired myself.
I got to force myself to go to bed, dude. I'm like, I try to by 10 o'clock, so at least get, 8 hours. And then Mandy, since Paige has been gone, I guess part of her missing Paige, she's finally started watching Stranger Things. And now last night she started season 4.
Oh, yeah.
And so I go grab my glasses, put them back on. And I'm like sitting up watching it for a while. Anyway. All right.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Trying to get Doug Hillius on the show next week. He's got a tech out, so we're trying to work out some details. But we'll, obviously you guys will find out Monday for sure when we post the banner or whatnot. So I like to have Doug on. Me and him hung out quite a bit at, Phoenix and got some good chats in. So you'll want to hear that one.
And again, we thank Trey for coming on. He's already sent us a text apologizing. Hey, we understand.
Man, life happens.
Yeah, and he did great. Did great. I enjoyed.
Oh yeah, I knew he would. Like he's a talker anyway, so it's not hard to carry on conversation with Trace.
And hopefully he makes it to MTE and we can hang out. So
absolutely.
Anyway, again, if y'all haven't booked your rooms, go ahead and book your rooms down there because they're going to be sold out pretty quick. But you get a better price. I know, but you do actually get a little bit better price.
Right. Yeah, I probably need to get on that.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody.
Appreciate everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Brandon.
See you, bud.
Thanks again for watching another episode of Ginger Bros Dent Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for all past episodes, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or Podbean. Keep pushing, make that money. See you next week.